Oh my God, do I even remember how to ride this one wheel? Do I even know how to say one wheel? Let's try it again. One wheel. One wheel, one wheel, one wheel. There we go. Hey folks, welcome to Playing in Traffic, and indeed today I'm going to play in traffic. The last couple of videos, the long form videos that I made, I actually was like at locations where, Truist Park, I don't remember. Okay, I know I wasn't with the one wheel. I know it wasn't being used. I was like, let me get this thing out here and do some one wheeling through none other than downtown Douglasville. And I'm starting to really, first off, this area is definitely on the charming side. There's no question about it. And today I'm going to actually probably go through a couple things that I have other Douglasville vids, downtown Douglasville vids, maybe vid, and heck, maybe you're moving to Douglasville, so you'll search this and go, oh, this is what downtown Douglasville looks like. What does residential Douglasville look like? Well, let me just say this. Having come from Oxford Circle, Philadelphia, when I tell you it was a culture shock, and this is also considering the fact that I've actually been, let's see what we got here. I've actually been down the shore, okay, we know we call it down the shore, Village, New Jersey, where it is very quiet, so it's not like I went from Oxford Circle, which is loud at times and noisy and blah, blah, blah. I mean, it's row homes. It's not something that's done down here in the Atlanta metropolitan area. It's certainly not in Douglasville. You're not going to see any of that. So you know for a fact that when you see or experience row homes, you can expect noise. That was one thing. I probably should have put the microphone on because I'm getting blasted with some wind right here. Let me hold on 1 second. So like I was saying, you know, with the row home dynamic that was, obviously prevalent in Oxford Circle, Philly, the whole point of moving, I always wanted to be in a single home. So it's like, but it is a culture shock. I mean, it literally is a battle between what frog can be louder than the other at night, and other than that, that's it. And so it's been a hell of an experience. It's been an amazing experience, and yeah. So that would be one of the things anyone targeting the Atlanta metropolitan area would expect is coming from a metropolitan city like I did. The row homes, a lot more quiet. A lot less people on the road, although pretty much the level of idiot is still very, very similar to where I came from, just not as many. Let's face the facts. There's less people on the roads out here. Mostly all the driving out here is single lane, countryside driving through farmlands, single lane each way, but they will go up to anywhere from 45 to 55 mile per hour ranges with no guardrail and ditches. So that's definitely something different than where I was at in Oxford Circle. So just a couple little bits of stuff. So I'm currently in one of my favorite-ish locations in downtown Douglasville. It's very well established. It not only does Walking Dead have a dominant filming location, it's just centralized in the Atlanta, Georgia area, but not this as well. This is sick. So many stenciled. This is great that they did this. It really gives you that genuine look. Hello. Need I say more? And it's been respected. I gotta say, it's been respected. You gotta love it. This here was the actual location of the arcade at Stranger Things. And anyone who's grown up in the 80s definitely loves the arcade vibe, and they really captured it well with this show in this location. That floor is still the same floor that they had. They've actually boarded up the windows, which this one last time I was here was boarded. And this one they just put up, so that's good too, because there's nothing but trouble. There's a big giant hole in there in that window, something you're not going to want to go in and out of. But yeah, the arcade from Stranger Things, Palace Arcade. Let's not get it twisted. This is it right here. One of my another favorite feature of downtown Douglasville is, I think this area was kind of settled and became a city around 1875, and it's, I forget how many years later, the Georgia Western Railroad, which is basically an east to west railroad line. My understanding is it's heading to Birmingham. I don't know for sure, but let's just say it's right here. And that was pure coincidence. Not only is it right there, it's on its way. I don't even know what direction it's going. What I do know is this is a reality back in this area. You know, I'm trying to be as loud as I can, and I think maybe I'll just shoot it. So just up ahead, you could see the street light. And this is a reality here. So when that train comes, and depending how many cars are on that train, it gets to be like, you'll be sitting here just waiting. Now me, I don't care, because I'm so not used to anything like this that I would just sit and stare at the train and kind of just get romanticized about a freight train running through your town, and kind of just stare at it and not care one little bit. I don't even know if the people around here really do care, but it's a thing, and when it goes through, you're going to be sitting at this light for a little bit of time. Let's just say that part. This was definitely one of my more favorite spots right out the gates, was the Coca-Cola mural. Okay, sold here. I don't even know if it is sold there. I'm going to go check and see. Not that I'm going to have a Coca-Cola, I'm not. I'm actually probably going to refrain from that right now, but yeah. And the other charming part about this whole corner right here at well, the train runs along Western Memorial Highway, and the cross street here is Campbellton. I'm going to say Campbellton Street. And we just read online, somebody saying there was a caboose sitting here at this intersection on that train track up there. I don't know if it is only one track, so I don't know how it was sitting there. But you know what I like? It's the steps for me. It's the brick steps. It's the sidewalk, right? It's this whole handicap, you know, that right here to even get up, accessible, all in this one little area, and they kept it They kept it just like yesteryear. Although I don't think there was a lot of handicap accessibility back then, but that's a hell of a look right there, and I love it. This whole corner.
Slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down.
Something that I'm going to work on, figuring out what this was before it was attorneys. What were you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Veterans Memorial Highway. An initial search has not turned up anything, but it's yeah, like I'm gonna give it a. I'll try to figure it out. Track this spot down, and I really don't see. I'm going to post a picture that I did see online that looked actually kind of cool. That skint chestnut was actually the name of Douglasville, as you see now, Douglasville. Skint chestnut. So 1850, the brothers Young and Reuben were prominent in the establishment of the city of Douglasville. But there's a cemetery. I'm not really sure. I'm not going back there. That's private property, and that's not going to be a thing. But I'm wondering, back with that stone wall that's built back there, if that's where the actual cemetery is along this sidewalk, this walkway. Know, and I'm probably not going to be finding out, unfortunately, but this historical marker is here, though, to tell you about it. So we got that. Okay, you know what, thank God for the internet. So I'm heading back, but it does even state online that out of respect for the owners of these properties, to just stay on the sidewalk that goes back to Van Sant Cemetery. And we're going to go back to Van Sant Cemetery. And this heavy one wheel, I think I'm going to leave it right about here. Let's see. Right about this location. Let's do that. So, yeah. And this wrought iron entrance. Historic property designated by the Douglasville Historic Preservation Commission, 2005. And look at that. And I actually found this location trying to figure out what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is. And look at the walls. Look at it all. And the tree to go with it. Are you serious? Oh my goodness. So this was great. This is good for me. This is something that I'm very happy I found this. So this is right on Strickland. West Strickland's the road right here that runs on the other side of the CSX tracks. The road on the other side would be Veterans Memorial Highway. Little bench. Yeah. Very nice. Looks like a dog on top, possibly, or sheep. Out of respect for these graves, I'm not going to be walking on. But look at the boundary of the cemetery itself. Look at the boundary of this. It's just so very, very cool. The thing you got to get accustomed to down here is the change of surface that you're going to be riding on, because just in that little stretch, and the traffic gets a little goofy, especially around the train tracks, and then trying to navigate the train tracks and the hill that the train is on all the way through the town. Yeah, it gets a little weird, but man, you're going to get blacktop grass sidewalk from the 1800s, and all the divots and erosions that you can expect with grass, and you know what I mean. Like, yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing. Get your ankles ready, because they're going to be rocking and rolling over here. I think I mentioned this before. This park is really, really cool. They got some really banging whatever they're calling them now, like swings and slides and whatnot and whatever, and a little bit, and you got a little water action going on there, and they actually have a venue for music as well over here. Let me hit that real quick. And they get like some decent performers. They got some nice capacity for this too. So Greystone Amphitheater, and that's a thing too. You got your you got your skybox seats up there too as well to go along with it, along with all that. So maybe I'll end up down here at some point. Who knows? One thing I know for sure, a Stranger Things block party down here. I think it's like the first week in November. I wonder if that's going to coincide with when they put the new season out. I guarantee I'll be here for that. And everything that's coming along with it. Absolutely. And speaking of Stranger Things, did I ever tell you that this place is here? Yes, this place. So all the way from Hawkins, Indiana, comes Hawkins Police Department. And if I bet you we knock on the door, I wonder if Jim Hopper will be in there. I wonder. But yeah, that's the actual facade. Well, I think they've done a slight twist to it over the years. But they were filming inside and outside of this building. And I honestly don't know. It's a municipal building. I'm not really positive what kind of municipal building it is, but this was Hawkins Police Department in Douglasville, Georgia. But of course, Hawkins Police Department was in Hawkins, Indiana. So how'd that happen? Now we know. All good. Hawkins Police Department, Stranger Things. Brought to you by Mikey Heels and Playing in Traffic. I'm going to add one more thing to this video of downtown Douglasville, Georgia. and it's going to be one of my first recommendations for food to go to Fabiano's, because when I came in here, upon Googling, like pizza places, and that Marco's came up, a couple other places came up that I was like, oh, stop it. I literally think Chuck E. Cheese came up, and you're like, that's not going to do it. This place did it. The pizza in here is really good. The wings in here are really good. The sandwiches in here are really good, and the prices are really good. Fabiano's, Fabiano's Pizza right here on Veterans Memorial Highway in downtown Douglasville. Yes, Mikey Heels is absolutely recommending this place for pizza. Yeah, Fabiano's right here on Veterans Memorial Highway. Matter of fact, I'll put the address right here. Ready? Go. Right there. I don't know. Did you hear the snap? Snap. All right, folks. Well, thanks for watching this video of downtown Douglasville. It was a good day. And oh, by the way, it was not only a good day for me, I want you to have a good day. And I want you to have a pleasant tomorrow. See you next episode.